Take picture. Stop recording video button.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood blind man back at it with the Mortal Kombat 12 discussion video. And these are just going to be some of my hopes, some of my fears, some of my hopes and everything for the game. So Mortal Kombat 12 is coming out
One face centered.
year.
Speech off.
Sorry about that. That's my voiceover. So we do know the game's coming out later this year. We know we're going to be able to play it later this year, and I'm very excited. I personally can't wait to play this game. I've been dying, and I think a lot of Mortal Kombat content creators, especially the big ones on YouTube, have been starving for new MK content. So if that's something you're into, and if you see this video, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, as we will be doing some story mode playthroughs when the game comes out, some online matches, stuff like that. If that's your thing, this is the place to be. But I just want to talk about a couple things I want to come back and a couple things I don't want to come back. One of the things I want to come back is classic skins. Please bring back classic costumes for for all the classic ninjas. First of all the classic ninjas need to be in this game. Bring back all the classic skins, please. NetherRealm. Come on, man. Please. We all know, the poster boys, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, they're most likely going to be in the game. Those are the two characters. They're always in the reveal trailers. They're always on the box art. They're going to help the game sell. Those are the two characters that usually do it. Now, do I want the variation system back? The concept of variation systems introduced in MKX was an amazing concept. 3 different versions of the character, 3 different play styles. That's a dope concept. I liked it. Now, they expanded it in MK11 with the custom variations where change your moves, put new moves in, take new moves off, whatever. That was a cool concept too, but I think the downside of that is there was a lot of moves that would interact with each other, I believe there'd be like 3 slots you could do, and some special moves would take 2 slots. Some, moves would take 1 slot, so you could do a 1 slot move and a 2 slot move, or you could do two, or you could do 2, or I believe you could do 3 1 slot moves. I'm not 100% sure, so correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong about that. So do I think custom variations should come back? Personally, for offline purposes, I would say sure. But for online purposes, I don't think they should. I think it's just too intense. I think it's very hard to balance, and with certain moves having restrictions, like for say Terminator. I remember at MK11 he had that, and he had a move that you couldn't use. Oh, it was the armor. It was the armor move, where it would give him armor for like 30-40 seconds, and he couldn't get hit or anything. And they banned that move from, I believe they banned it from Combat League, but I could be wrong about that. But I know they banned it from tournaments. I believe it was the endoskeleton I believe you could use. But do I think variations should return? I think if they do variations, they should do the MKX variations, how they did it. So that's just one of the things I want to come back. One of the things I do not want to come back is the breakaway. The breakaway is so hard. Not that it's hard to use, it's an easy execution, but it's just so frustrating when you're playing MK11, you're doing a combo on someone, you think you're going to max out your combo, get your damage, and then they just break away. Nope. Free escape, no follow-up for you, and depending on the character you were playing, the combo string or special move you were doing, if they broke away at the right moment, that's a full punish. You know what I'm saying? And that's frustrating when you have the less amount of life and you're trying to make a comeback and they just bloop, break away. and then they kill you instantly because you were on a roll trying to make a comeback, and then all of a sudden, nope, they break away and the game's over. So I think they should do how MK9 had it in the older 3D era games. I believe they introduced it in MK Deadly Alliance, I believe it was. It might have been Armageddon, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a long time since I've played both of those games, where they introduced the breaker. And you only had 3 breakers per fight. So if you used all 3 breakers in the first round, you didn't have any in rounds 2 or 3. Sometimes 4, depending on how many rounds your game would go up to. So I think breakers should come back. Do I think wake-up attacks need to come back? I didn't mind wake-up attacks, so if they come back, cool. If they don't come back, I'm okay with that. I do believe the run mechanic from MKX needs to be a thing. The run mechanic definitely needs to come back. It was so cool being able to do run cancels in MKX and do combos that you normally wouldn't be able to do without run canceling. Or quick dashing, or whatever. Or dash canceling, I believe it's called. So I believe the run button should come back. Neutral jump punch. Now, I was thinking about this earlier today before I made this video. Neutral jump punch definitely needs to come back. And I know what people are going to say, oh, well, there's neutral jump punch in MK11. Kind of, but I'm talking about the neutral jump punch from MKX, the one that would launch you. It was a free launcher. That, I believe, needs to come back. It was fun. It helped you extend combos. And it was a free meterless launcher. You didn't have to spend meter to get it. And it was pretty fun. Another thing I do not want to come back is Fatal Blow. Give us X-rays instead. Because Fatal Blows, they look cool, they sound cool. You know, as a visually impaired Mortal Kombat player who barely has any sight, I use a lot of sound cues. So I may not be able to see the Fatal Blow happening, but I can hear it, and just all the crazy noises NetherRealm came up with were so innovative. Like, I remember the first time I ever heard the X-ray attacks from MK9. Like, oh man, like as an 11-year-old, 10-year-old kid, that crap made me like feel like a boss whenever I pulled one of those off online, you know. Same thing with MKX, like the sound design was so good on those, and they were short and sweet, you know. Don't get me wrong, I think the concept of Fatal Blow is interesting, but I believe that they're just too long, you know. They're too long. So make them maybe 1 or 2 hits shorter than what they are. And if that's something they want to do, then I'm okay if they come back. But if they keep them how they are, then I don't think they should return. A big one is Conquest Mode. Do I think Conquest Mode should come back? Abso-freaking-lutely. That would be amazing. You know, you could walk around. I mean, they started doing it with the Crypt in MK11. You know, the Mortal Kombat 9 Crypt kind of branched out and started doing it. And then the MKX Crypt and the MK11 Crypt. So those are 3 really fun crypts. I mean, even back in, you know, Deception and Armageddon, those Conquest modes were super fun. Now, I know people are going to ask, well, you're blind. How do you do Conquest mode? There's no navigation assistance. And you're right, there isn't. I would usually have, you know, a sighted person help me. That's neither here nor there. But I do think that NetherRealm, if they do bring back the Conquest mode, I think that'd be really fun because, you know, you could, if you don't want to do towers to get skins and brutalities and fatalities, you know, you can go in Conquest mode and do little missions and for characters and discover secrets and learn lore about the franchise and all this other stuff. So, I mean, I think that should be something they could bring back. The voice acting, they could bring back a whole bunch of people to do voice acting for characters. You know, they could bring back a whole bunch of characters that if they can't be in the game as a playable character, at least put them in Conquest mode so we can say they're there. You know, like that'd be really cool. Like, wouldn't it be cool, for example, like you're in a NetherRealm temple and you're walking across like this lake of lava and you're on a bridge, and on the other side's like a scorpion loot chest you can get to, but before you get to it, you get to see a statue of like meat, or you see a statue of Moloch you can interact with, or even a statue of Quan Chi or something, and you can walk up to it and like interact with it and either like give it tribute to access the chest, or you have to, you know, do a side mission to make the statue, I don't know, like reveal a secret within inside the statue or something. Like, they could do so many cool things with Conquest mode. Now, do I think story mode should come back? Well, of course story mode's going to come back. That's just a given, honestly. MKX and MK9 story modes were fun. MK11 story mode is fun. The only part about that story mode I'm going to say I really didn't like was the whole Chronica. I mean, fighting her was a challenge. Not going to lie, she was kind of annoying. But other than that, I mean, story mode for MK12 could be interesting. I mean, I'm really hoping... I've seen a lot of bigger YouTubers on this talk about this, you know, guys like Super and Dynasty and True Underdog Gaming and all them guys. I've seen them talk about, you know, doing the Great Kung Lao era of the Mortal Kombat story mode, leading up to the present day. I would be down for that, because I'm curious to see, you know, how is Goro going to play into all of this? If they bring Goro back, how is, you know, are we going to get the ancestors of certain characters, and then, you know, maybe we get the future character being able to interact with their ancestor, you know? Or maybe they can give us all the future characters, like the modern day characters, and just give us the ancestor characters as premier skins, like how some characters in MK, I believe it was MKX had premier skin? No, Injustice 2, my bad. How, like, Captain Cold had a Mr. Freeze skin, and Batman had the Bruce Wayne skin, and, you know, and I believe it was Supergirl that had the Power Girl. Yeah, Supergirl had the Power Girl skin, and Hal Jordan's Green Lantern had the Jon Stewart Green Lantern skin, and all that good stuff. And Cyborg had the Grid costume and everything, so I think they could do that. So I would love to see that in this game. Another couple things here that I want to come back is weapon stances. Now, if any of you guys have ever played the 3D era games, you know what I'm talking about. The weapon stances and being able to pick up weapons off the stage and use them was so much fun back in the day, especially in Armageddon. If you played on the armory stage, they had that giant sledgehammer. That was fun, being able to uppercut people off the stage with that. And do I think that could be an interesting concept? Sure. You know, being able to see, like, Liu Kang pick up Kung Lao's hat or something at a Shaolin temple and throw it at an opponent for, like, a stage interactable, or seeing, like, Johnny Cage pick up Shinnok's amulet and blast you with a beam of energy that, like, stuns you for in the middle of a combo. Like, you could start a combo, do a recapture move, like a nut punch that would stun them or something, and then interactable that would stun you even more, and then keep a combo going. Like, I believe that could be a really cool concept. And sorry for the background noise. If anyone is curious, I currently have baby chickens. So, sorry for that background noise. So that's just some of the things I want to come back in MK12. Before I wrap this up, I want to say, please bring back, please, NetherRealm. If anyone at NetherRealm sees this, please bring back stage fatalities. I think stage fatalities were awesome, especially the ones in MK11, the ones in MKX, the ones in MK9, the ones from all the 3D games. Even the classic games had pretty awesome stage fatalities. Please bring back, you know, some of the cyber ninjas and human skins for those ninjas. You know, just, I really hope, I mean, I could go on for hours and hours about this, but to make this short, you know, there's just so many things NetherRealm could bring back and introduce to us, and honestly, I'm hyped. I can't wait to see where this goes, and I'm gonna be working on a video sometime next week talking about some stages that I want to come back. So if you guys are excited for the MK12 content, make sure to hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe buttons. And let's do this, y'all. It's your friendly neighborhood blind man signing off. And come back next time. Peace, everybody.
Speech on. Take picture. Stop recording video.